Welcome to another episode of Bitcoin Finance. In this episode, we discuss whether Bitcoin is too expensive. Well, if you'd bought Bitcoin in 2011, the price was around 1 Bitcoin for $1. And the same question that you would be asking yourself now is the question you would be asking yourself back then. Is Bitcoin too expensive? And at any level that anybody has purchased, they've asked that same question. At $1, at $2, at $10, at $1,000, at $10,000, and when Bitcoin, or if Bitcoin gets to 100,000 or 200 or a million, that same question will be asked. One of the problems in determining a price for Bitcoin is that Bitcoin doesn't have any intrinsic value, similar to other assets such as gold or even fiat currency. Its value is simply determined on the value that others place on it as an asset. If nobody believes that Bitcoin has any value at all, the price of Bitcoin would be zero. So really, when assessing what the value of Bitcoin is, there's one fundamental thing we should be looking at, and that is basically whether the demand for Bitcoin over time will increase or decrease. If the demand for Bitcoin will decrease, then it's likely that the price for Bitcoin would decrease also. Similarly, if the demand increases, then because the supply of Bitcoin is limited, clearly the price would go up as well. Bitcoin can't be valued as a stock. It doesn't produce any yield. It can't be valued as a property would be valued, again, because no yield is produced. So really, investing in Bitcoin is a bet, if you like, which a person needs to make on the future demand for Bitcoin. If you believe that Bitcoin adoption, popularity, and usage as a store of value will increase over time, then the answer is that the price of Bitcoin would go up, and therefore you should be buying at current prices. If you believe the opposite, that Bitcoin is a fad and that Bitcoin will become less popular over time, then of course you should not be buying because the price of Bitcoin will fall. So that's the decision you have to make. Good luck.